The 10 life hacks you absolutely need to know. Insane results. Alright, first up, let's tackle something that drives literally everyone insane. Cable clutter. You know the drill. Behind your desk, your nightstand, your TV, it's a tangled mess of wires that looks like a robot spaghetti monster exploded. Trying to find the right cable is a nightmare, and unplugging one thing without yanking out 3 others, forget about it. It's frustrating, it's ugly, and it's just a total waste of your precious time. We've all been there, fumbling in the dark, trying to plug in our phone before it dies. It's a daily struggle we just accept, but no more. But what if I told you the solution is probably sitting in your desk drawer right now, totally unassuming? I'm talking about a simple, humble binder clip. Yes, that little metal and plastic thing you use for paper. This tiny office supply is about to become your new best friend in the war against cable chaos. It's so simple, it's almost ridiculous, but the results are absolutely mind-blowing. You'll go from a tangled web of despair to an organized paradise of power and connectivity. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer power of office supplies. So here's what you do. It's crazy easy. Take your binder clip, any standard size will work. Clip it onto the edge of your desk, your shelf, or wherever your cable nightmare resides. Now take the metal arms of the binder clip, the little silver loops, and flip them upwards or towards you. You've just created perfect little channels or holders for your cables. You can then thread your USB cables, your phone charger, your headphone jack, whatever you've got, right through those loops. It's that simple, guys. The beauty of this hack is that it keeps each cable separate, untangled, and incredibly easy to grab when you need it. No more fishing around, no more guessing games. Your cables will be neatly lined up, waiting patiently for you. Plus, the clip itself is small and discreet, so it won't clutter up your workspace. It's an elegant solution to an ugly problem. Think of the time you'll save, the frustration you'll avoid. This is peak efficiency, achieved with something that costs mere pennies. It's a total game changer for your workspace organization. Honestly, when I first tried this, I couldn't believe how effective it was. It's like, why didn't I think of this years ago? It's one of those aha moments that just makes so much sense. So go grab a binder clip, try it out right now, and witness the magic for yourself. Say goodbye to the cable monster under your desk, and hello to organized bliss. This is hack number 1, and we're just getting started, people. This is the kind of simple genius we're bringing you today. Okay, life hack number 2 is for all my sophisticated viewers out there. Or really, anyone who enjoys a perfectly chilled glass of wine. Picture this. It's a hot day, you pour yourself a nice glass of white wine or rosé, but it's not quite cold enough. So what do? You reach for the ice cubes, right? Wrong. Or at least not anymore after you hear this. Because what happens when that ice melts? Your beautiful, crisp wine becomes a watery, diluted mess. The flavor is compromised, the experience is ruined. It's a tragedy, really. Nobody wants their expensive or even inexpensive, we don't judge, wine to taste like sad, watery grape juice. You want that full flavor, that perfect chill, from the first sip to the last. Traditional ice cubes are the enemy of good wine in this scenario. They start off great, cooling your drink, but then they betray you, melting away and taking the soul of your wine with them. There has to be a better way, right? A way to achieve that ideal temperature without sacrificing the integrity of your beloved beverage. And guess what? There absolutely is. Enter the frozen grape. Yes, you heard me right. Grapes. Those little juicy morsels are not just for snacking. They are your secret weapon for perfectly chilled wine. Think about it. They're small, they freeze solid, and most importantly, when they melt, or rather thaw, they don't release water into your drink. Instead, they just become slightly less frozen grapes, imparting no extra liquid and definitely not diluting that precious wine flavor. It's pure genius, and it looks pretty fancy too. Here's the super simple method. Get yourself some grapes. Green grapes for white wine, red or black grapes for red wine if you're chilling it slightly, or just use any grapes. Honestly, it's mostly for the chilling. Wash them, pat them dry, and then pop them in the freezer on a tray until they're frozen solid. This usually takes a few hours. Once they're little icy orbs of deliciousness, just drop a handful into your wine glass instead of ice cubes. They'll chill your wine down beautifully. Your wine stays cool, crisp, and full-flavored, right down to the last drop. Plus, you get a little wine-infused grape snack at the end. How cool is that? It's elegant, it's effective, and it's a fantastic conversation starter at parties. No more watered-down wine ever again. This is one of those hacks that makes you look like a total pro. So stock your freezer with grapes and elevate your wine game to the next level. This is the kind of simple upgrade that makes a huge difference. Cheers to that! Alright, let's move on to a DIY nightmare that can bring any project to a screeching halt, the stripped screw. Oh, the frustration. You're trying to unscrew something, your screwdriver keeps slipping, and that screw head just gets more and more mangled until it's impossible to get any grip. It feels like the screw is mocking you, cemented in place forever. You might be tempted to throw your screwdriver across the room, or worse, give up entirely. We've all felt that rage building up inside. This is a super common problem. Whether you're assembling flat-pack furniture, fixing an old gadget, or just doing some routine maintenance around the house, a stripped screw can turn a 5-minute job into an hour-long ordeal filled with cursing and despair. You might think you need special tools, like a screw extractor, which you probably don't have lying around. But what if I told you the solution could be as simple as a common office supply? Something you definitely have in a drawer or a junk bowl somewhere. Get ready for this one, because it's a lifesaver. A rubber band. Yes, a stretchy, humble rubber band can provide the extra grip you need to conquer that stubborn stripped screw. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but trust me on this. It works like an absolute charm. You don't need brute force, you need a little bit of ingenious friction, and that's exactly what the rubber band provides. This hack has saved me from countless headaches, and it's about to save you too. Here's the technique. It's incredibly straightforward. Take a wide rubber band if you have one, as it provides more surface area, but a regular one can work too. Place the rubber band flat over the head of the stripped screw. Then, press your screwdriver firmly into the screw head through the rubber band. The rubber band will fill in the stripped out areas of the screw head and give your screwdriver the extra traction it needs to grip the metal. Now turn the screwdriver slowly and steadily. You should feel it bite into the screw, and with a bit of consistent pressure, that formerly impossible screw will start to turn. It's like magic. The rubber band acts as a sort of malleable interface, conforming to the damaged screw head and the screwdriver tip, creating a temporary bond that allows you to apply torque effectively. No more slipping, no more grinding, just sweet, sweet victory as that pesky screw comes loose. This hack is an absolute game changer for anyone who ever wields a screwdriver. You're welcome. Chapter 4, Boiling Over, the wooden spoon trick. Next up, a kitchen hack that will save you from messy stovetops and boil-over disasters. We've all been there. You're boiling pasta, potatoes, or rice, you turn your back for just a second, and suddenly, whoosh! Hot, starchy water is bubbling furiously over the side of the pot, all over your clean stove. It's annoying, it's a pain to clean up, and it can even be a bit dangerous if it puts out a gas flame or splashes on you. It's like pots have a mind of their own, determined to make a mess. You try turning down the heat, but sometimes it's too late, or you lower it too much, and whatever you're cooking stops boiling properly. It's a delicate balance, and one that often ends in a sticky, starchy puddle. You might have heard old wives' tales about how to prevent this, but many of them don't quite work as advertised. You need something reliable, something simple, something that doesn't require constant vigilance. What if the solution was already in your kitchen utensil drawer waiting to be discovered? Well, prepare to be amazed by the humble wooden spoon. That's right, a simple wooden spoon can be your hero in the battle against boilovers. It's a trick that chefs and grandmas have known for ages, and it's incredibly effective. No fancy gadgets, no complicated procedures, just a piece of wood strategically placed. It sounds almost too good to be true, like some kind of kitchen voodoo, but there's actual science behind why this works so well, and it's pretty cool. Here's what you do. When you're boiling something starchy that's prone to bubbling up, simply lay a wooden spoon across the top of the pot. That's it. The spoon should rest on the rim, spanning the diameter of the pot. As the water boils and the bubbles rise, they'll come into contact with the wooden spoon. The spoon, being water repellent, hydrophobic, to some extent and also cooler than the bubbles, works to break the surface tension of the bubbles. It essentially pops them before they can group together and overflow. It's a simple yet brilliant application of physics in your kitchen. The wooden material is key here. Metal spoons can get too hot and might not be as effective at breaking the surface tension in the same way. So next time you've got a pot bubbling away, don't panic. Just grab a wooden spoon, lay it across the top, and watch the magic happen. No more messy stovetops, no more wasted food, just perfectly boiled goodness. This hack is a true kitchen essential. You'll thank me next time you're making spaghetti. Chapter 5. Hammer nails safely with a clothespin. No more smashed fingers. Alright, DIY warriors and occasional handymen and women, this next hack is for you. We're talking about hammering nails. It seems simple enough, but how many of us have experienced that sharp, sudden pain of a misplaced hammer blow finding our fingers instead of the nail head? Ouch! It hurts like crazy, can lead to some impressive bruises, and definitely makes you a little hesitant the next time you need to hammer something. Holding that tiny nail steady while swinging a heavy hammer is a recipe for disaster for your digits. Even if you're careful, it's easy for the nail to slip or for your aim to be slightly off, especially when you're starting the nail and your fingers are closest to the impact zone. You try to hold it gingerly, hoping for the best, but there's always that underlying fear of the dreaded finger smash. It can turn a simple task, like hanging a picture, into a moment of high anxiety. There must be a way to keep your fingers safe without sacrificing accuracy or fumbling with the nail. And guess what? There is! The solution is incredibly simple and probably already in your laundry room or craft supplies. A clothespin! Yes, a standard wooden or plastic clothespin is your new best friend for finger-safe hammering. This little gadget acts like a tiny disposable set of fingers, holding the nail securely in place while keeping your own precious digits far away from the danger zone. It's so clever and so effective, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing this your whole life. It's a true game changer for safety and confidence. Here's how you do it, and it's ridiculously easy. Take your clothespin and use it to grip the nail. Hold the nail near its head with the clothespin, just like you'd pinch a piece of clothing. Now you can position the nail exactly where you want it, using the clothespin to hold it steady. Your fingers are holding the other end of the clothespin, a safe distance away from the nail head and the hammer's path. Then hammer away. Start with a gentle tap to set the nail, then give it a few good whacks. Once the nail is securely started and can stand on its own, you can remove the clothespin and finish hammering it in. No more smashed thumbs, no more wincing in pain. Your fingers will thank you. This hack is perfect for small nails that are hard to hold, or for anyone who's a bit nervous about using a hammer. It gives you better control, better safety, and ultimately, better results. So next time you need to hang a picture or fix a loose board, grab a clothespin and hammer with confidence. This is just smart DIYing. Chapter 6. Stop Peanut Butter Oil Slicks, the upside down trick. Okay, let's talk about a first world problem that plagues lovers of natural peanut butter everywhere, the dreaded oil separation. You open a new jar of that good, wholesome, natural peanut butter, and what do you see? A thick layer of oil floating on top, with a dry, hard mass of peanut solids underneath. It's a sad sight. Then comes the Herculean task of trying to stir it all back together, splashing oil everywhere, bending spoons, and ending up with a workout before you've even had your toast. It's a sticky, messy ordeal. This separation happens because natural peanut butter typically doesn't contain the emulsifiers and stabilizers that conventional peanut butters do. While that's great for keeping things natural, it means the oil from the peanuts naturally separates over time and rises to the top. If you don't stir it properly, you end up with oily peanut butter at the top of the jar and a dry, crumbly mess at the bottom. Neither is ideal for that perfect peanut butter sandwich or snack. It's a real consistency conundrum. But fear not, my fellow peanut butter aficionados, because there's an incredibly simple, almost laughably easy hack to prevent this oily mess and keep your natural peanut butter perfectly creamy and ready to spread from top to bottom, and all it involves is a little bit of gravity-defying thinking. Are you ready for this groundbreaking revelation? You need to store your natural peanut butter jar upside down. Yes, flip that jar on its lid. It's that easy. When you store the jar upside down, especially an unopened jar, or one you've just bought, gravity does the work for you. The oil that would normally separate and rise to the top now tries to rise towards the bottom of the jar, which is now the top because it's inverted. This means when you flip it right side up to open it, the oil is more evenly distributed throughout the peanut butter, or at least much easier to mix in. It significantly reduces that thick oil slick. For best results, store it upside down in your pantry or cupboard. When you're ready to use it, turn it right side up. You might still need a little stir, but it will be infinitely easier and less messy than trying to incorporate a massive oil pool. Some people even store it upside down in the fridge after opening, which can also help maintain a good consistency. No more oil spills, no more arm-breaking stirring sessions. Just perfectly creamy, natural peanut butter, ready for your enjoyment. This is how you win at breakfast. Alright, summer BBQ season is amazing, but let's be honest, managing all those condiment bottles can be a bit of a juggling act. You've got ketchup, mustard, relish, mayo, special sauces. They're all over the picnic table, taking up space, tipping over, and sometimes creating a sticky mess. Trying to pass them around a crowded table can lead to spills and general condiment chaos. Plus, if you're trying to offer a variety, you end up with a clutter of half-empty bottles that doesn't look very appealing. It's not the most organized or elegant setup. You want your guests to easily access all the delicious toppings for their burgers and hot dogs without a hassle. You want a setup that's neat, tidy, and efficient. You could put out little bowls for each condiment, but then you have a bunch of small dishes to wash, and they can still get knocked over. There has to be a more streamlined way to present your array of sauces and toppings, something that keeps everything contained and easy to manage, especially outdoors. Enter the humble muffin tin. Yes, that baking essential you use for cupcakes and muffins is about to become your BBQ condiment king. A standard muffin tin with its multiple cups is the perfect organizer and server for all your different condiments. It's a simple, cheap, and surprisingly brilliant solution that will make your BBQ setup look instantly more professional and organized. Your guests will be impressed by your cleverness, and you'll love the convenience. Here's what you do. Simply take a clean muffin tin. A 6-cup or 12-cup version works great, depending on how many condiments you have. Then, spoon or squirt your various condiments into the individual cups. Ketchup in one, mustard in another, relish, chopped onions, pickles, special sauce. Each gets its own little compartment. You can even put little labels next to them if you're feeling fancy, or use cupcake liners in the muffin cups for even easier cleanup. One tin, multiple options, all neatly contained. Now instead of a jumble of bottles, you have one neat, easy-to-pass tray of deliciousness. It keeps everything organized, reduces clutter, and makes it super easy for everyone to grab what they want. Plus, cleanup is a breeze. Just wash the one muffin tin or toss the liners. This hack is perfect for parties, picnics, and any gathering where condiments are key. It's such a smart way to serve, you'll wonder how you ever hosted a BBQ without it. Get ready to be the condiment boss. Who loves fresh strawberries? Everyone, right? But the one slightly annoying part of enjoying these delicious berries is hulling them, removing that leafy green top and the little white core underneath. Using a knife can be a bit fiddly. You might cut off too much of the precious fruit, or it can just be time-consuming if you have a whole punnet to get through. You want to get to the sweet, juicy part as quickly and efficiently as possible, without wasting any of that delicious berry. Those little green leaves and the slightly tougher core aren't the tastiest bits, so they've got to go. Paring knives work, but they can be imprecise, especially for kids or if you're in a hurry. Special strawberry hulling gadgets exist, but who wants another single-purpose tool cluttering up their kitchen drawers? There must be a simpler, quicker way, using something you probably already have on hand. A way that's fun, fast, and minimizes waste. And there is. The secret weapon for perfectly hulled strawberries is a drinking straw. Yes, a regular plastic or reusable metal straw is all you need to de-stem those berries like a pro. It's incredibly quick, super easy, and surprisingly satisfying. Plus, it removes just the hull and core, leaving almost all the delicious fruit intact. This is one of those "why didn't I think of that" hacks that will change your strawberry game forever. It's especially great if you have a lot of strawberries to prep for a dessert or a smoothie. Here's the super simple technique. Take a clean strawberry and a firm drinking straw. Plastic, metal, or even a sturdy paper one might work. Position the straw at the bottom tip of the strawberry. Now simply push the straw straight up through the center of the strawberry, aiming towards the green leafy top. The straw will go right through the berry, pushing out the hull and the core in one clean motion. It pops right out the top. You're left with a perfectly hulled strawberry, ready to eat or use in your recipes. It's fast, it's efficient, and it's actually kind of fun to do, like a little strawberry surgery. This method is so much quicker than using a knife, especially if you're doing a large batch. Plus, it's a great way to get kids involved in the kitchen, as it's safer than using a knife. So next time you buy a punnet of strawberries, grab a straw and prepare to be amazed. Maximum berry, minimum fuss. Okay, let's revisit the world of cables because we all know the struggle is real. You've got a power strip packed with plugs, a tangled web behind your entertainment center, or a drawer full of identical-looking chargers. Which cord belongs to which device? It's a guessing game that often ends with you unplugging the wrong thing at the worst possible moment. Like, oops, there goes the Wi-Fi router when you meant to unplug the lamp. It's frustrating and can even lead to lost work if you accidentally power down your computer. We label our files, our food containers, our moving boxes, why not our power cords? The problem is, traditional labels can be fiddly to attach to round cables. They can fall off or the writing can rub away. You need something simple, durable, and readily available that can clearly identify each cord and save you from this electronic Russian roulette. Something that doesn't require a special trip to the store or any complicated crafting skills. The answer might just be in your bread bag. I'm talking about those little plastic bread clips, also known as bread tags or aquapanids if you want to get technical. Those colorful little squares or U-shaped pieces of plastic that keep your loaf of bread fresh are absolutely perfect for labeling your power cords. They're small, they clip on easily, and they have a flat surface that's ideal for writing on. It's an ingenious bit of upcycling that will bring order to your electronic chaos. Here's how to implement this brilliant hack. Next time you finish a loaf of bread, save that little plastic clip. Using a permanent marker, write the name of the device the cord belongs to on the flat surface of the bread clip TV, laptop, router, phone, etc. Then, simply clip it onto the corresponding power cord, ideally near the plug, so it's easy to see when you're looking at the power strip. That's it. Instant organization. Now, when you need to unplug something, you can quickly and easily identify the correct cord without tracing it back to the device or guessing. No more accidental shutdowns. You can use different colored bread clips for different categories of devices if you want to get really organized. This hack is so simple, so cheap, it's basically free, and so incredibly effective. It's a small change that makes a huge difference in managing your electronics. Your power strips will thank you. And finally, for life hack number 10, we're tackling a common travel dilemma: how to pack your shoes without getting your clean clothes dirty. You've got your suitcase neatly packed, your clothes are fresh and folded, and then you realize you need to add your shoes. But the soles of your shoes have been all over who knows what: streets, floors, maybe even questionable public bathroom tiles. You definitely don't want that grime transferring onto your nice, clean outfits. It's a packing paradox. You could try to find plastic bags, but they can be flimsy, not always the right size, and sometimes you just don't have any on hand when you're packing. Shoe bags are an option, but they can be bulky, or you might not own enough for all your pairs. You need a simple, lightweight, and readily available solution to keep the dirty soles contained and your clothes pristine, something you might even find for free in your hotel room. The unlikely hero for this travel hack is a humble shower cap. Yes, those disposable plastic shower caps you often find in hotel bathrooms or can buy cheaply in multi-packs are the perfect size and shape for covering the soles of your shoes. They're lightweight, they take up virtually no space when not in use, and they create an effective barrier between dirty shoe bottoms and your clean clothes. It's a genius travel tip that savvy globetrotters swear by. Here's the incredibly easy technique. Before you place your shoes in your suitcase, simply stretch a shower cap over the sole of each shoe or a pair of smaller shoes together. The elasticated edge of the shower cap will grip around the shoe, neatly encasing the dirty part. Now you can pack your shoes amongst your clothes without worrying about transferring dirt, mud, or anything else onto them. Your clothes stay clean, and your shoes are neatly contained. This hack is especially great for sneakers, boots, or any shoes that tend to pick up a lot of dirt. It's also fantastic for keeping your suitcase itself cleaner on the inside. When you unpack, just remove the shower caps and you can either dispose of them or save them for your next trip. It's such a simple, effective, and often free way to solve a common packing problem. So next time you travel, grab a shower cap and pack like a pro. Your clothes will thank you. And there you have it, guys. 10 absolutely insane life hacks that are going to make your daily life so much easier, smoother, and just plain better. From organizing those chaotic cables with a binder clip to keeping your wine perfectly chilled with frozen grapes, and even saving your fingers with a clothespin while hammering. These are tricks you can start using right now. I told you these were game changers, and I hope you're as blown away by their simplicity and effectiveness as I am. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Seriously, try these out. The upside-down peanut butter, the muffin tin condiments, the straw for strawberries, these little changes can make a surprisingly big impact. And the best part? Most of these use items you already have around the house. It's all about working smarter, not harder, and these hacks are the epitome of that philosophy. I want you all to go forth and conquer those little everyday annoyances like the life hacking champions you now are. Thanks for watching. If you found these life hacks helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome tips. We're always on the hunt for the coolest tricks, the biggest challenges, and the most mind-blowing content to share with you. You don't want to miss out on what's coming next, trust me. Hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop a new video. Stay awesome, keep hacking your life, and we'll see you next time.